For me, that means I still can't use my left arm. It's paralyzed. But I lived in a wheelchair for a long time, and I'm not in a wheelchair anymore. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, oh, no. All right. All right, I'm glad you guys are clapping because I can't. You know what I mean? I love Disney World. I love going to the theme parks. And when I go there, do you know what I get? She's like, front of the line. You guys hate that because I cut in front of you and your 6 kids and I just limp in the exit, you know? All right, I limp a little extra at Six Flags, but I'm just saying, you know, they give us the handicap pass at Disney World, Six Flags because we can go in the exit, no lines, no waiting, right? And this is funny, they actually changed the name of it. Last year, they had to change it because it's not politically correct. It's now called, I'm not making this up, the medical pass. I know, apparently I used to be an invalid. Now, I'm a doctor. All right, half of you are laughing, the rest are still mad that I cut in front of you at Disney World last summer. But that's cool. That's because there's something you don't realize. I can take 5 people with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, who's my friend now? All you got to do is check out my ad right now on Craigslist. I'm not even kidding, Google it. $250 per day, I'll go with your family to Disney World. That's called looking on the right side. We always have a message that says something like, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Have you guys heard this? Mm-hmm. Well, that's a load of crap. You can't, man. There's things that you're not gonna be able to do. It's not gonna happen. My left arm's paralyzed. I'm not gonna tie my shoes. Yeah, some things are impossible, but joy, contentment, loving your life is not impossible. For example, let's say I wanna make $1 million a day. That's my goal. Mm-hmm. No, seriously, I'm a comic. I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken yesterday. I had to lick other people's fingers. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. You know? And here's the cool thing that happens a lot of times. There's things that are impossible. Pursue them anyways. It changes your attitude, changes your life, and you're gonna be surprised. And I'm telling you, there's gonna be surprised when you find out sometimes there's something that's impossible, and you're gonna realize that surprising things happen. What do you think? See, now, I would say to you, there's not an obstacle in your life that can't be used as an opportunity. I learned this, and I wasn't happy to learn this. I learned this from my mom when I was a child. Let's say I was 8 years old, riding my bike, and I get a flat tire. And I'm crying. I get home, I'm like, Mom, my bike is flat, you know, whatever, crying. Here's my mom. I'm not making this up. Oh, Derrick, what a wonderful opportunity to learn how to fix a bike. That's the way my mom is, and I love her for that. And I learned that obstacles can be opportunities. And I also learned that there's something called poetic justice. 2 years ago, Thanksgiving, she's frustrated at this point. And Aunt Mary forgot to make the casserole or what, I don't remember, but she's justifiably frustrated. She's running around the kitchen, she's sweating, she's like, and I said, Mom, what's up? And she's like, I gotta get this stuff, and she's frustrated. And I said, Mom, what a wonderful opportunity to learn. So you can see, and I love that. And she's like, and I'm like, that's what I felt like when I was 7. You know, you see? Point is, you can make any obstacle into an opportunity. He doesn't have a left arm. He was an athlete. Friends tell him he can do judo with one arm. He says, Master, how come I'm only learning one move? Trust me, says the master. Check this out. He gets to the championship match of the whole judo competition, wins this tournament. He says, Master, this is by far the best experience of my entire life. I could never thank you enough for this, but I don't understand. How is this possible? These kids have done it their whole life. I have 5 months experience. I have only one move, and I have no left arm. The master looks right at him. He says, son, I taught you that move for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the most effective move that there is in all of judo. And number 2, the only defense against that move is to grab your opponent's left arm. If you can genuinely put other people's needs in front of your needs, that's love. Nothing, I'll tell you, nothing has come close to teaching me what love is, not even half as much, a third as much, a tenth as much as my sister. My sister is beautiful. She's one of these people, And everybody knows somebody like she's beautiful, successful, single. She's 36. She's funny. She lights up a room. Everybody wants to be her friend. She's just magnetic. This is my beautiful sister, Julie. So she wrote down some thoughts that she's going to share with you. Do you want to read your stuff?
Yeah.
When we
Can
talk,
I?
this is what she's like, stop talking, Derrick.
Sometimes.
All the time. I love you. So she wrote her thoughts down, so we're going to share this right now. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Julie Tennant. I have Down syndrome, and I love my life. Down syndrome means that I have an extra chromosome that nobody in my family has.
She loves to tell people that she gets the chromosome. I don't have it, but shut up, neither do you. So Julie gets an extra chromosome. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, can I go on?
Yes, you can.
My grandfather calls it a love chromosome. He said that when people make fun of me, it's because they are missing something, not me. Down syndrome also means I am slow to learn, but that's okay as long as you're learning something. Like Derrick, he's slow to learn in the kitchen, so he just orders pizza.
That is not in the script.
Yes, it is, black and white.
When did this, can we change that?
Yeah, I think I can.
All right, cool. We're going to change
Or,
that one.
he just eats cereal, too.
Apparently, the love chromosome doesn't stop you from making fun of your brother, so I don't know if that's part of the whole thing, but I have cereal and pizza. Now you know the secret's out. Go ahead.
I like having Down syndrome because it makes me different, and I like being unique. God made me this way, and I know He loves me, especially when I get afraid sometimes. Remember, I love my life, and you can too.
Isn't that awesome? Julie was 5 years old. Guy walks into the grocery store, my mom and Julie are there, and he's disgusted. I mean, ripped up trench coat, dirty, disgusting, hair so greasy it's in clumps, you know what I mean? He probably smelled, but my mom's not gonna get close enough to find out, right? You know, and her natural thought, my mom worked with the rescue mission. She looks over there and she's like, man, you know, right down the street, the rescue mission, the guy could at least get a shower and some clothes. She sets Julie down to write the check, and instantly Julie runs to this guy, 5 years old. She runs over to this guy, both arms outstretched, jumps up and hugs this guy, and just nestles herself into his disgustingly dirty neck. My mom sees this, she freaks out, drops the checkbook, runs over, she's like, excuse me, not very nicely, she says, that's my child. She takes Julie back, and what happens next, you know, is burned into my mom's memory forever. This guy looks at my mom with tears rolling down his dirty cheeks, and he says, lady, I can't tell you the last time somebody wanted to hug me. You see, you and I will see a man and we'll judge him. Julie will see a need and she'll hug it. Julie knows how to love people. And
That's me in a striped shirt.
that's Julie in the striped shirt. I don't know if you're more surprised with those outfits or that somebody in New York was reading the Bible. I'm not sure what, I'm looking at your faces. But it happened, you know. And my dad would read a story and then he would ask us questions. So he reads a story, and this night, Julie is about 3 years old, and Dad reads a story of Noah's Ark. A lot of us know this story, Noah's Ark. And then he says, who built the giant boat?
I know.
Julie.
Jesus.
Julie says, Jesus. You know, she's 3 years old. That's cool. Cut her some slack. Next question. How many animals are on this giant boat?
I know.
Julie.
Jesus.
She says, Jesus again. Keep in mind, she's 3. And here's what I want you to think about. We're going to wrap up with this. We try to make it complicated, friends, and love is all we need to worry about. Julie has the love chromosome. My mom actually said to my dad that night, check this out. She goes, oh, poor Julie. She thinks Jesus is the answer to everything. Thanks for letting us be here, guys.
I was 3. No.